And we are back for another episode of Junk Wax May. I've had this box for a couple months now. I've been desperately wanting to open it. I don't think I've even ever opened a pack of this before. I may have, but I definitely have never opened a box. I don't think they're too rare. Well, no, they're hard to find. They're definitely not too valuable, but we are looking for a Mike Schmidt autograph. I do not have the checklist. I probably looked at it a long time ago, but I'm sure there's going to be some other notable rookies in here, or, well, whatever, if you want to call them rookies or pre-rookies. Maybe could even be like second-year minor league cards of notable players. But let's get this going. This is Classic Best, the minors in a major league way. Is this I forgot what year. This is 91 or 92. I like those packs. I've seen them before. I'm going to keep that Mike Schmidt box. It's kind of cool. Definitely a lot of packs in here. So that's why no music. Okay. Hopefully the lighting is better. I'm going to take these all out just so I don't ruin the box. It's kind of cool. It's not obviously rare, extremely valuable or anything. But I forgot which stack was first. I think this was it, but let's get going. We're looking for a Mike Schmidt autograph, and I'm sure we'll get a couple other Mike Schmidt old-timey cards in here. Yeah, I definitely remember these cards. Oh no, they flipped them up. That was Taco. There's Tavo Alvarez, Cristobal Colon. I remember Tim Laker's name. And these are definitely not the best card stock, I would say. But no notable names in that first pack. There's going to be a lot of donation pile cards. Donovan Osborne, I remember that name. Jeremy Burnett, I'd say, is our best player so far. Real dick move turning these packs around like this. Real dick move, classic. Wilson Alvarez. We don't have a whole lot to work with. So, Arthur Rhodes was a name. These packs are nice. I just, for some reason, these packs just seem like kind of a higher quality pack for the time. Eric Young, we'll put him up on the board. Steve Rowland, Scott Rowland's older, lesser-known brother. I don't think so, but... So, now I understand why these aren't too much. There's not a whole lot in here anymore. Howard Battle. Jim Thome, there we go. So we're going to push, I think I already have this card for my Thome collection. Thome was one of the first players when I started getting the rookie box collection. I started doing a deeper dive on Thome. Dave Nilsson, I remember that name. Gotta make sure I put the cards in front of the camera. Some fucking people get mad. So Jim Thome, wouldn't mind a couple repeats of that one. No sighting of any type of Mike Schmidt yet. I thought he would have like every third pack. Greg Zahn was a name. I thought there'd be some type of Mike Schmidt card in there because they're not worth anything. Matt Rambo, I kind of remember that name. Royce Clayton, we'll put that with the notables up there. Ed Firm. I thought that was you-know-who. And Bill Murray. Ghostbusters! Bill Murray. Okay, we are about a little over halfway through the first stack. These are the type of cards that you're happy to open because if you've never done it before and whatever, but you probably don't ever open them again. My arms are getting tired. So when we go down here. This is riveting. Curtis Laskanik, I remember that name. And Todd Ritchie, Rich Langford. So some of these names sound familiar. Let me do a little housekeeping here real quick. I forgot that Tomei was in there. We definitely need the vape on this one. Kevin Scott, whoever that is. Ken Edenfield. Steve Hosey, I kind of remember that name. Oh, there was a Philadelphia Philly card. These don't stick together. Eric Young, a notable name. I'm just keeping any Rusty Greer. Hey, for the Cubs, minor league team somewhere. Tom Raffo. Adam Hazoo, I think he was a higher end prospect, if I remember right. At least a known prospect for probably a year. Yeah, some of them I'm worried that they're sticking, and we'd hate to accidentally throw a Mike Schmidt autograph into the donation pile. Andres Duncan. Never knew you, sir. Never knew ya. Okay, we're mercifully almost to the end of stack 1. Pedro Estacio, I remember that name. Mike Myers. How about this? If we do pull the Mike Schmidt auto, we can stop opening packs, and I'll give these away to somebody. Donald Harris, he was a prospect, I remember. Is another Matt Rambo, or was there another Rambo? Reggie Sanders is a notable name. Scott Shockey. Oh, Pedro. There we go. I'm going to take the Reggie Sanders out. Pedro Martinez. So we got a Tomei and a Pedro. So it's Solomon Torres and Sterling Hitchcock were both names. I'm not going to put those in the pile up there. We are in stack number deuce. Eric Young again. So there's Manny Alexander. I remember that. Tim Cecil, Pedro Estacio again. So we're getting some repeats. Dan Wilson, I remember that name. Another Mike Myers and another Willie Green. So I don't know how many cards are in the set. I did not do my research. They should have maybe included like a prospect or two. Oh, that was turned backwards, but it's a Kevin Tolar. A bunch of Phillies in here. Solomon Torres again. Yankee card on back. Scott Taylor. I keep on thinking this Vinny Castillo, another Scott Shockey, another Pedro. So 2 Pedros, that's cool. And another Sterling Hitchcock. So we got a Tomei and 2 Pedros are the 2 best, or the 3 best cards. Well, you could go either. Donald Harris again. Matt Rambo, I think, for the 3rd time. It gives me hope that I'll get another Jim Tomei. Todd Van Poppel. Wow, that was a big name back then. Todd Van Poppel. Rich Bachelor. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I think Mr. T sent me a Rich Bachelor card. We're going to keep that. Look at those glasses. That's beautiful. Got to keep the Rich Bachelor. Almost as good as the Mike Schmidt autograph. And DJ Dozier. I remember a Mets fan I was friends with earlier. I remember hearing DJ Dozier's name a lot. Greg Cabaza, Damon Buford, John Jaha, Jeff Juden, couple cringe names there, and Denny Hope or Hoppy. Okay, give me something here. Gotta be something. Jerome Williams. I acted like I knew who that was. Gonna go down here a little bit. I'll let you know if anything happens. John Jackson. Tyrone Kingwood. And I didn't want to say his name, but I thought there maybe would be a Nevers in here. I thought it was Reggie Sanders. I'm getting some new names here, though. No, another Tomei, another Jim Tomei. Very cool. I don't mind getting two. Dave Nilsson, I remember. Tim Pugh. Bill Murray again. There's a Mike Schmidt card, but it's not the autograph. So see, I thought we'd get like 4 or 5 of these per box. Mike Schmidt, but no autograph. So that will make the board. Royce Clayton again. I don't know if I'm going to hold on to those up there. Christopher Hatcher, I keep on mistaking for Nevers. And 2 packs left, second stack. Jose Valentin. Jose Valentin. Is that the guy that Dave collects? I don't know. I'm not keeping him. Sure, it's a 10-cent card. Martin Martinez. Mike Lieberthal was a name. We'll just throw that there momentarily till the camera turns off and I put it in the donation pile. Mike Lieberthal was a name. Mark Swoop. Mickey Rivers Jr., Mick the Quick. Steve Carsey. Brian Baugh. Sorry. Scooter Tucker. And we're mercifully on the last stack. First pack, last stack. There's a checklist. First checklist. Reggie Sanders. Is that a different Reggie Sanders than we had before? No, same one. Derek Lee. I don't think that's the same Derek Lee. I'll throw it up there just to make sure. Nice to see a checklist. That's how classic best checklist. That's how kind of boring this is. But I got to open it. It wasn't, hey, it's a Ryan Klesko. I actually hold on to Klesko rookies. Brian Williams, I remember. David Bell. Rex de la Nuez. Tyler Houston. Kiki Jones. Rob Nen. Rob Nen was a really good closer for the San Francisco Giants. And then Ryan Klesko. So I don't think I had this Klesko card for my Klesko collection. So we'll put that up there. Not worth the price of the box, but we got a Tim Costco on back. Founder of the Costco company. It's a store, I believe. There's a Chipper. Hey! Very nice. Chipper Jones. That's probably the best card so far. Chipper Jones, shout out to Joel Berry. Okay, I didn't know. I figured we would have gotten it by now. Tim Salmon and Tim Costco. So we'll just put Salmon up in the notables up there. So, okay, sorry about that. Brian Giles was a decent player. Roger Sulcan, I'm just saying names that I recognize. Rondell White. I used to actually hold on to some Rondell White rookies, but I don't anymore. Oh, almost halfway through. We got another checklist. This is a different checklist, so we can complete the checklist. Brad Osmus. Mike Milchin. Paul Torres for a Cubs. Sam Mettello Jr. Jalal Leach. Leon Glenn Jr. And there's that other checklist. I didn't realize Chipper would be in here. Kind of disappointing that... Oh, another checklist. Kind of disappointing if I don't get a second Chipper. Yvonne Cruz. Jeff Kent. That's not bad. I'll put that in the notables. Carlos Fermin. And then a third checklist. They probably make sure that you get the checklist in the box. We get a lot of Yankees on the back, I noticed. Barry Winford. And we're getting dangerously close to no Mike Schmidt auto. Now, if I ever find one of these boxes out in the wild for like 10, maybe even 15 bucks, I would buy it again probably. But I'm not going to go on eBay looking for it. Let's see. Give me one or two more good cards here. Casey Gilliam. Todd Jones. And we're down to 4 more chances. 4 more lottery tickets for the Mike Schmidt auto. Donovan Osborne. Familiar name. Jeremy Burnitz again. Paul Fletcher. Looks like some players from some of those first packs. Come on. William Pennyfeather. Scott Rowland's brother again. Wilson Alvarez, he was the name. Mel Waring Jr. was not. And then Arthur Rhodes was a known player. Okay, 2 packs left. Can we get at least a keeper card? Bruce Schreiber. And we did get a Philly Tony Borland. So only one of those Mike Schmidt cards. Interesting. I thought there'd be like 10 of them in the box. And the last pack, John Eriks. And unfortunately, there was no Mike Schmidt autograph. So once again, if I ever see these in the wild for 10 or 15 bucks max, I'd buy them again. But we did get a Chipper minor league card, a Klesko, 2 Tomes, 2 Pedros, and 1 of the Mike Schmidt base cards. So thank you very much for watching another episode of Junk Wax May, the last ever Junk Wax May. This was either 1991 or 1992 classic, the minors in a Major League Way baseball. We're looking for the Mike Schmidt auto. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Later.